right, welcome back to Take a Pitch, episode 98. Sadly, Max has moved on yet again, this time for real. He's moving. He's moving up to Boston, I think he said. So Max will no longer be here. And it's sad, but help wanted.
It's for the best.
It's for the best. Straight into baseball news. Well, right off the top, the Cardinals have relieved Mike Shildt of his duties. He had one more year remaining on his contract. John Mozeliak, the Cardinals general manager, cited differences in direction of the organization, I think it was.
Yeah, it was like philosophy differences.
Yeah, philosophies. Yeah. So yeah, he's done. And the day after we recorded a week and a half ago, Jayce Tingler got fired from the Padres, just like we were all saying in that episode. So yeah, do you think that they will find other jobs?
I want Mike Shildt to be the Mets manager.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them. Like, who are they gonna? They're not gonna go somebody small. They're gonna hire somebody who's actually done it before. Like, Mike Shildt is a good manager. Like, every year the Cardinals win 90 games.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody even looks at them.
Yeah, they're always very under the radar. You're right. As for Jayce Tingler, he probably had top 5 most talented roster, and Padres ended up being sub 500. Whether that's his doing or not, I know there were a lot of injuries with the Padres, but on Instagram, when the day he got fired, I saw someone say he has to go to New York and manage one of those teams.
Tingler,
yeah. And I was just like, please no. I mean, like,
he'll get eaten alive.
Yeah. Oh man, forget it. I think I said this in the last episode, but I think that Jayce Tingler is more of a rebuild manager, kind of like Aaron Boone. I think they're good for the players. I think they're good for young players, but I don't think that they're actually good managers.
Their in-game isn't good.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with them. Aaron Boone, I know his name's been on the chopping block. Think he's next?
I mean, like, he should be gone. They just told their first base coach he's not coming back. They just told their third base coach they're not coming back.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why he's going to stay is because Hal Steinbrenner is stubborn and just won't get rid of him.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the only thing. And I know Macca sent us something earlier, I think it was from Reddit, that A-Rod was talking to someone in the front office and 30 people are putting together the lineups or something.
Yeah, it's not the manager. It's all analytical bullshit based. Like, if you've played the game like Boone has, like, you think you would be like, I have a feel. I'm in the dugout every day. I know what they're going through. Like, I know the situations. Like, let me make my lineup.
Yeah, you'd imagine, right? Like, so like,
yeah.
But if that is the case, then what's the point of even getting rid of him at all? Because
you're just gonna bring in another puppet.
Exactly. There's no point. He's not making any calls. Then there's no difference. Just let him sit there, and he'll be the nice guy that's got his players' backs, and that's it. There's really no difference. I mean, he's also I think he's one of the lowest paid managers as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's only making about $1 million. So
why the hell did he leave ESPN?
Right. I'd assume he probably thought he actually had a job, but
yeah,
I guess it seems that he's a cheerleader. So we'll see what happens with that. I know there's still a possibility, obviously, that he gets fired, but clearly that's just a publicity stunt if he even does get fired. So we'll see how that goes. On to the playoffs. So we recorded last time the day before the American League wildcard game, which was the Yankees and the Red Sox, which just so happened to be the most watched MLB game on ESPN in 23 years, since 1998, with I think it was 7.7 million viewers, which is crazy for for a game like that. But that's that's awesome to see. And it was
kind of a snooze fest, to be honest.
yeah, I'd wrap it up with saying the game was basically Giancarlo Stanton versus the Green Monster. I mean,
Literally.
how many rockets does he have to hit off of it? And he got 2 singles, right?
Yeah, I mean, it changed the entire complexion. You play in any
Yeah.
other stadium, those are 2 home runs.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And he still got, and he hit one later in the game. He could have had 3.
Yep. Yeah, I think I saw something that he would have had 3 home runs in, I think it was 27 or 28 of the 30 ballparks, something like that.
Yeah, I think the third one would have been a problem in a couple, just because it was so low.
Yeah, depending on like the fence, like I think that probably wouldn't have gone out in San Francisco per se.
No,
which definitely is going on right now.
And Pittsburgh probably too.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Yeah, anything with like a big wall. But
Colorado.
But yeah, it wasn't like a crazy game whatsoever. And then Red Sox obviously won that. Following that up was the National League wildcard game, and that was the Cardinals and Dodgers, which was a pitcher's duel through and through all the way until the last inning. I think it was 1-1, right, going to the bottom of the ninth, and Chris Taylor ended up hitting a walk-off home run, which I think was the 5th in Dodgers playoff history. So yeah, that was pretty cool to see. I was rooting for the Cardinals, but of
course you want to see the giant get slain.
Exactly. And just the surge that the Cardinals had over those last, in September, just to push into the playoffs was crazy. Just got to root for the underdog there. And the division series in the AL, well, the White Sox and Astros, that was, pretty much how everyone expected it to go. One thing big there, though, was Ryan Tepera, the MVP candidate from last year. He, or Cy Young, whatever he got votes for. He said that basically, I don't have the direct quote, but he said basically that it's weird that they had only you see the swings and misses at home and away, and I'm not implying anything, but you see the difference. But then you look at the box score, and that one game in Chicago, game 3, that they lost, they still had 6 runs. So it's just kind of stupid. And I know Carlos Correa got on and kind of made his opinion heard about it, as he always does. That dude stands down to nothing when it comes to accusing him of cheating.
Yeah.
And we know what was that?
No, I just like him just like reacting to it just makes it worse, like for him.
Yeah, he always just looks like such a douchebag. But yeah. Oh yeah, it lights a fire under them. And we've seen this time and time again over the past 2 years now, that whenever somebody flames them, I'll say, they end up flaming them back and they end up winning. So it's pretty funny. So the Astros go on to their 5th consecutive American League Championship Series. Pretty strong. So yeah. Then the Braves upset the Brewers. Wasn't really much that happened there either. The biggest thing about it was Corbin Burns threw a fantastic game in game 1, and then Freddie Freeman's home run against Josh Hader in game 4. That I feel like
Brewers just couldn't hit.
Yeah,
Brewers just couldn't hit.
I think they were like 0 for 17 with runners in scoring position, I believe.
Rowdy Tellez out there.
Yeah, Rowdy Tellez scored, I think 5, or drove in or whatever. I think he drove in 5 of their like 7 runs or something. So he was like all of their offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't work out for the Brewers. They got cold with the bats, and it stuck through to the division series. So what are you gonna do? And then the Red Sox and Rays, the big upset, and again, it wasn't like a crazy series. There were a few crazy games. Like game 1 was insane. The Rays were just totally destroying the Red Sox, and then game 2, they, Jordan Luplow hits a grand slam in the first inning, and then the Red Sox come back and they score like 14. So the Red Sox showed us that they have probably the best offense in the MLB, and then you add it with Nathan Eovaldi is insane when it comes to the playoffs. This man, when he's got a game to win, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
And
that series just like stupid. Like the roster construction from the Rays was stupid. Leaving your best starting pitcher off of your roster.
Yeah, that's right.
Like you're not going to bring Pete Fairbanks. Like
yeah, Ryan
Yarbrough. Pitching the World Series. Was it Yarbrough? No, Fairbanks was in. It was Yarbrough. Sorry.
Yeah, Yarbrough. What, Fairbanks was
like he pitched for you.
I don't remember seeing.
Oh no, maybe he wasn't. No, he wasn't there either. You left 2 of your best pitchers off of your roster.
There were more too. And I know they went with the 3 rookie pitchers, McClanahan, Baz, and Patino over Yarbrough. Obviously, Glass now is injured, and Fairbanks and someone else. But yeah, I mean, it was just interesting decisions on their part. And we saw it unfold. The Rays, pretty much it was. I mean, the offense was almost strictly Randy Arozarena and Wander Franco, and I mean, that's what happens, right?
Yeah, and also a new rule is gonna have to be put in place next year because of that.
Series. Yeah, the ground rule double.
Yep.
That was interesting. I've never seen anything like
scoring.
that. 100%.
And Bellinger just gave them the lead.
Oh, did he?
Top of the 9th.
Uh-oh. I have it on my stream on my computer so I could watch while we're recording.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So that well, there you go. Giants and Dodgers are on now. They went to game 5 as pretty much everyone expected. They're really the 2 powerhouses, and I think everybody expects one of them to win it. So now that it's down to final 5, do you have a preference as to who would win?
I just don't want the Dodgers to win. Realistically, I really don't. Realistically, I don't want the Dodgers or Houston, but that's probably going to be what the World Series is.
I was thinking about it, and I feel like MLB almost wants them to be.
Yeah, to just actually play each other.
Yeah, I feel like MLB wants them to play each other in the World Series. That would be an interesting World Series to watch, of course. Same thing with the Red Sox. Because the Red Sox were caught cheating, not the same way as the Astros, but they were caught cheating too. So I know a lot of Dodgers fans feel like they were robbed of 2 World Series, and then Dodgers players too. And then last year it wasn't a full year, so we'll see. We'll see how it boils down. And Dodgers look like right now they're headed there.
To be honest, if the Dodgers win this game, I don't want anybody to win it because I hate all of them. I don't want the Braves to win. I don't want the Dodgers to win.
But I'm okay with Freddie Freeman winning a World Series. I don't want the Braves to win a World Series though.
Yeah.
Like if just Freddie could get a ring, then I'm cool with it. So yeah, what do we got? It's top 9, 1 out, 2 men on. We'll see how this goes. Looks like Dodgers in prime position to build on this lead. All right, so I want to show you this. Where is it? It's one of the funniest things I may have ever seen. I don't know if you saw this anywhere, but it is just hilarious to me. Did you see this? Ben Verlander's bracket.
No, I don't
He
even know
got
who that is.
he's Justin Verlander's little brother. He works for
Oh,
MLB
right,
on
right, right.
Fox, and he got
He's got everything
every
wrong.
single one wrong. So I remember when when MLB on Fox posted this and people were giving him shit for it, and he was like, "Watch, just watch, wait and see, wait and see." And now
6.
he got every single one of them wrong. It's just too funny. Yeah, I was just crying when I saw this, and I had to bring it here because this was just too funny.
Yeah, that's rough.
This? I got videos that I want to if this. All right, there we go. Don't need video sound. Did you see this?
No.
So it was a pop foul right by the edge over here. Omar Narvaez ran over and he barely got it, and he flipped it, and it went over his shoulder. And then Luis Urias ran over and did this. And so a lot of people thought it was a trap.
No, that's a catch. It hits the lip of his glove and it pops up. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I think too, because
I think it hits the lip of his glove and pops up.
Yeah, I don't see any real
like you would see dirt move. You'd see dirt move.
Like there, it looks like it does a little, maybe, but it's just so
some
hard
splatter.
to say.
There's enough dirt to tell.
Yeah, I think it's a clean catch. It was insane. Here we go. It's from another angle. Yeah, right there. You see it hits the lip of his glove.
Yeah, you would see the dirt
right there.
Yep.
Just an insane catch.
It's crazy. Yeah. I'm assuming they called him out, right?
Yes. Yeah. The Braves challenged, but it was unsuccessful. And I had another video. I think I did. Oops. Did it work? Yeah, there we go. Did you see this one?
Maybe I don't remember. There was a lot. Oh yeah.
This was the one game I think that the White Sox won. I think it was game 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, come on. That's just how do I like? And I know everyone said, like, fuck Houston, they deserve for this to happen, whatever. But come on, this is just so.
They brought on an umpire, and he said it was legal, like where he established his running lane, and he stayed on the inside. Like we've seen so much worse not get called.
Oh yeah, much.
Like at least that he's just running straight up the line. It's not like he's veering in and turning.
Yeah,
like
he's not trying to get in the way.
Is straight up there. Sorry, he's a catcher and he's big.
So he was a lefty. He batted lefty there. Yeah, so that was interesting. And do I have one more? Oh yeah, this one is so. Since the game isn't over yet, we'll go to this one. If it wants to work. This is about the ALCS. We'll talk about the ALCS in hopes that we can get this game over with, assuming that the Dodgers are going to win, though. Nathan Eovaldi said, yeah, they have a tendency of rubbing guys the wrong way. I don't necessarily hate any team, but they're not high up on my list. And he was asked what he thought about the Astros. And that, as we have seen in the past, when you talk shit on the Astros, you're going to get fucking clobbered. And I feel bad for the Red Sox now because they're probably going to get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, like Houston's pitching is actually good. Like
McCullers was fantastic. Forgot to address that.
Yeah, he was very dominant. His 2 starts.
Yeah, he was great. Which was unexpected in my opinion. I didn't expect him to do that well.
Yeah. Yeah, and then if we're talking about that side, we might as well talk
Mhm.
about how bad the White Sox pitching was.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at Carlos Rodon, Lance Lynn. Lance Lynn in game one just got absolutely lit up.
Yeah,
That
it was
was
rough to watch that pitch.
oh yeah. Yeah. That was probably the series I watched the least of. I watched pretty much every other series, I watched every game a little bit, at least a little. And it's been good. It just hasn't really been an eventful, nothing like crazy has really happened yet.
Yeah,
Like I want more walk-offs.
just feels like the playoffs just feel weird. I don't know. Scherzer's coming in to get the save.
Ooh, like that. Uh, and while I'm here, we're gonna do a nice little shout out to our good friend Christopher Macca for winning Tapper of the Month for September. I know he is watching or listening right now. I think he watches. So Macca, congratulations. I mean, just outstanding with 100% attendance. And
Good for today.
hope you go back to back. Let's see.
What else do we got?
What else we got? We could do ALCS predictions if you want.
I think we kind of just did it, right?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, the Astros have the regular season series over the Red Sox. They won 5-2. Don't know when they played them, but I know that they haven't beat. It's in favor of the Astros. I think it's probably going to be the Astros in. I'll go 6.
5 or 6.
Yeah. I think
Boston's
that's
gonna put up a game where they'll just score like 7-10 runs and just
exactly. I just looking at what the Astros did to a good pitching staff in Chicago in the White Sox. I know that they had off games, maybe they didn't, and the Astros are just that good. But the Astros, what they did to them, I could only imagine what they're going to do to the Red Sox because their pitching is nowhere near close. Oh yeah, Jose Altuve is. I forget what number he was. Mac has sent it, but he has 19 career postseason home runs. I think it was like 5th or something on the all-time list. Do you remember? Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. I don't remember seeing that.
Let me see if he sent that. He did. No, he didn't send. Oh yeah, right here. So it's Manny Ramirez at 29, Bernie Williams 22, Jeter at 20, George Springer, Albert Pujols, and Jose Altuve at 19. So he's 4th all time. Sorry, 4th all time in playoff home runs. That's pretty fucking crazy. I mean, 3 more and he's tied for 2nd place. 4 more and he's sole 2nd place.
Our guy Billy McKinney is in at first base right now.
Oh hell yeah! I was so upset when they let him go. I thought he was a solid player.
Yeah, and you keep all the random dudes like fucking what was it, like Blankenhorse or
Blankenhorn, yeah.
Yeah, like he's terrible.
Yeah, yeah, he had like what, two good 2 good games. I know he hit that bomb in Pittsburgh. Can you see this now?
Yeah. We allowed to do this?
No. But bottom of the 9th. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it when there's 2 outs. Yeah, I mean that's really the deal on the American League Championship Series. I really don't. I think it'll be fireworks between the 2 teams, especially after the Evaldi comments. But I can't see the Red Sox winning it. I'm very surprised that the Red Sox even beat the Rays. But they just have a great offense and they got good defense too. Do you think Kike Hernandez can
keep
continue?
Doing
Yeah, through the championship series.
I don't think to that extent because it's better. It's gonna be better pitching.
Yeah, much better.
It's gonna be more consistent.
Yeah. True. That's actually
You're
probably a
not
better
going to
way
be
to put it.
facing like 7. You're not going to be facing like 8 different relievers who come in for one inning and hope for the best. Oh, and he botches it.
What I miss?
Justin Turner
Shit.
just botched.
He has looked absolutely horrible
Atrocious. Him
at third
and
base.
Seager has too. Seager's looked atrocious.
I honestly hate Seager defensively. I could not stand him at shortstop. How he's at shortstop over Trey Turner is just like so mind-boggling to me. But it's obviously because they want Turner for next year and just, I guess, a respect thing for Seager. But Seager's a third baseman. I mean, the dude's like, what is he, like 6'4", 6'5"? It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's rough.
So we don't really, since we don't know what's going to happen with this game.
I mean,
obviously.
we could do it regardless. Like in my opinion, like either team, whoever wins this series is going to be the Braves.
Yeah, exactly. That's really the sum of it. I think that the Dodgers will probably do better, I'd imagine. But who knows? I mean, they've looked pretty even. It's just so weird, the Giants, how they are and have been doing so well. It's crazy because they just don't have anybody that's, like a young superstar, Whereas, like, you look at the Dodgers, they have, Mookie Betts. I know Belly had a down year, but still they have Bellinger. They have Turner. They have Lux. They have Seager. Who's Chris Taylor? Chris Taylor has had a great year. He's an all-star. Yeah. Max Muncy is not playing, but another guy. Will Smith hit 2 bombs.
They have names, and the Giants are just a bunch of it's a ragtag team thrown together. But like either way, like I think both teams outclass the Braves in pitching.
Yes, 100%.
And the Braves can hit.
The Braves pitching it was actually, I think they had the best statistics. Their starting pitching. Their bullpen is definitely a crapshoot.
I mean, it helped that they faced the Brewers, who can't.
It did. It definitely did. But Charlie Morton is a good pitcher.
Morton's solid.
And he's, we know what he could do in the playoffs, and he's been insane throughout his career.
It's depth wise. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Like the Giants have the depth, and the Dodgers obviously have the depth.
Exactly. And
almost Travis Ishikawa moment.
That would have been insane. And then we got,
the Braves bullpen is the biggest question mark.
Yeah, exactly. Max,
you could at least trust them.
Yeah, my bad.
No, yeah, you could at least trust the Dodgers.
Yes,
back in you have Kenley Jansen. I mean,
Trinan.
Even though Trinan, Knebel. I mean, they're not gonna move Urias back down there, but if they need him out of there, you can use him down there. They have a ton of bodies.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they have Max Scherzer.
Is Gonsolin down there
right
too?
Now. I don't know. I think he got hurt. Yeah, I think he got hurt too. But yeah, exactly. The Dodgers.
And you got Brusdar.
Gratterall is
trucking 102 mile seeds.
Dude looks like he's throwing fucking BP. And it's just coming out, just fucking launching out of his hand at fucking 103.
Backdoor slider.
Down to the final out.
Yes, sir.
And that's really it. Do we have anything else to touch on? All right.
I mean, we just got the, roll call. That's about it.
Yeah, I'll go quick. A little behind.
Yeah, it's whatever.
It's fine. Look who is up for the final at bat. Gotta love it.
Hits the home run, cries. Nice.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Ooh, that was the pitch.
Yeah. Just take a quick look back at our brackets that we had, and we weren't too successful either.
No.
But we were all pretty much the same. I think we had the same exact bracket, except I had the Yankees for the wild card, I think that's it. You guys all had the same exact bracket. Yeah. So we all failed miserably.
We all had the same bracket.
Yeah. I just had the Yankees.
Oh, except for the
and
Yankees.
You guys had Boston. And so safe to say none of us will be winning that $100,000 prize. But
oh, that's brutal.
Maybe
you
next
can't
time.
do that. Wow, that's brutal. Way to change the game, ump.
I missed it, so we'll watch it here. It was the 0-2 pitch.
I don't think you went. That's brutal, bro.
You can't call that there. Let them win it.
Earn it. Like that's.
So
there's no way he swung that.
Dodgers versus Braves.
Oh, here comes another Dodgers World Series. Great.
Yep. It's just like it's the last. It's like the last four teams that we would want there.
Yeah, literally, it's so annoying.
Like,
yeah, obviously nobody in the building thought he went, Ronnie.
Yeah, I don't think that he went. But could we get a replay of that?
Not even close. Not even close. They just showed it.
They just showed it. All right, so I'll hold this on for a second. Yeah, because
not even remotely.
There we go, right here.
No, they show it from the other angle.
Come on, let's get the other angle, guys.
That's brutal. Like they're the manager. Nope, they show another angle. Here we go. Oh.
You
didn't want to be there anymore?
Not even close. Come on. You can't end that on that. Come on. That is horrible. That is horrible. Wow. What is that? All right. So see the Dodgers in the World Series. They'll probably win it. In hindsight, my bracket would be a little different now. And yeah. Any other final comments on the playoffs?
Well,
nope.
Don't really want to watch it anymore. But...
yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. I think Dodgers will win in 5. Like,
yeah,
the AL series will be better because it'll just be 2 high-powered offenses.
Yep.
And then Dodgers Astros in the World Series will be fun just because it'll be
the
super
rematch.
Intense and
yeah,
I'm
with you 100% on everything that you just said. So yeah, I got nothing else. So thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching, and go check out all the other podcasts on the network. You got On the Power Play. Max joined them for this week. Hockey's back. So he was saying that he requested me to mandate a drug test for the 3 of them because they were off the walls crazy. And he is quoted saying, cocaine is one hell of a drug. So sounds exciting. Go check that out. Tri-State Sports Beat for everything New York sports. And from the tips, any golf coming up? Do you know?
Yeah, season's on. It's nothing big yet.
Okay,
it's still going on.
Oh, they'll be posting soon. And then the cut, which may never come out of retirement, we don't know yet. Hopefully we will find that out soon. And then go get your merch. Go get a hat. Of course, you know the deal. Tasteful picture of Max, sorry. And then go get some soap. That soap is on. Check out the link in the bio. Check out the link on our social medias, wherever you need to find it, whatever's easiest for you. You want some soap, you want to get clean, you want to smell good. Max tried it out and he said it was delicious. So go get some soap.
People were within 6 feet of him for the first time all the way. Not for COVID reasons. So.
No, that was for personal reasons. So thank you all, and we will see you I think next we'll see you on the 25th, or maybe we'll record next week at some point. And
yeah, we can do a halfway mark type thing.
yeah, we could probably
after game 3, 4.
Yeah, we could probably do one
that
on
series go.
Whatever day Max isn't working at Staples, so that we could record a little earlier, so all 4 of us can join is ideal. So we'll see you then. Thank you all, and love you. And Max, hit it.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.